Welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Leave all your fears, all your doubts aside. Hurt people inside. Well, welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart and receive the love all who gathered round. You are worthy of this gift of love right now. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here. Open up your heart. Well, who'd have known that who you are is enough? Who'd have known that you could be so loved? Well, we knew, and now you know. Yes, we knew, and now you know. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. Wanted here, open up your heart. Let's open up our heart. Let's open up our hearts. Bob, can I get more of this? I can't hear myself. I can't hear the acoustic at all once we get going. Good morning, everybody. Please rise and shine. You're welcome to stand. You're welcome to boogie. You're welcome to roll around on the floor if it makes you happy. Let's sing a couple of songs together, starting with Thank You for This Day. Thank you for this day. This day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing, this healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this home, Spirit, thank you for this home. Thank you for this home, Spirit, thank you for this home, this spiritual home, the spiritual home. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. One more, Bob. One more, yeah. Woo! We got some. That's fantastic. I am a light. I am light. I am light. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light in this world. And I shine. And I shine. And I shine so bright. And I shine. Oh, I shine. Yes, I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, yes you shine, oh you shine so bright. Yes you shine, oh you shine, yes you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, oh we shine, yes we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. Oh we shine, oh we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. We shine, we shine, we shine, we shine.
Woohoo! Thank you, Anthony, and thank you, Unity Band. We do shine. Welcome, everyone. My name is Bob Elwood, and I'm part of the spiritual leadership team here at Unity of Calgary. And I welcome you all here. And for those of you who are here for the first time, know that you are always welcome here at Unity of Calgary. And good morning, all of you at home and abroad that are watching this on YouTube or Facebook or the Unity website page. It's so nice to have you as part of our community. And now that things are opening up, please come down and experience it live. You get to hear the great music. You can get some hugs. It's wonderful. Now let's take a moment to go within. We will begin with an affirmative prayer. Allow yourself to relax, to sit comfortably, to let go of the past moment, let go of any future moments, and be here now. there is a calm and a peace inside of you that is always present. It is what we call here Christ consciousness, the divine. We are part of the one source that brings life to all things. We are divine expressions of that source. So allow yourself to feel that in your own heart, to feel the peace and the calm and the love of your own Christ consciousness. Allow it to expand out through your body so that every cell of your body is swimming in this calm, peaceful love. And when you feel full, allow it to go out, to expand and grow, to connect with the entire community of unity, both all those people that are here right now and all of those sitting at home watching us. And then allow it to spread out even further to the community of Calgary, to Alberta, to Canada, to North America, to the whole world. Feel that love. Know that there is an order organizing the entire global community. If you have any desires or intentions, allow it to come into your mind right now and surrender it to this order, to this light and love, to the source of all. And know that whatever you intend will come to you if you believe it, if you trust in this one source, this one love that is everywhere present. Knowing that it's there, allow yourself to appreciate it, to feel the appreciation and gratitude that you have for the goodness that is who you truly are. And as you go about your day today, allow yourself to express that goodness in all that you say and do, knowing that God's love is with you, here and forever, and so it is. Here at Unity, we have a statement of being, a reason why we come here to Unity each and every week, and why we are part of this community. So please affirm it with me now. We are here as love to celebrate the one power, the one presence in our lives, in this community, and in the universe. Now it's time for our daily word. The Daily Word is a publication sent out by Unity that's been around for almost 100 years. And our Daily Word reader here today is our very own Brenda Hall. Let's please welcome Brenda.
Thank you, Bob. Hello, everyone out there. So we need to pray for others. It's a two-way street. When you pray for someone else, you get the benefit of it as well. So I know the truth of each dear one I hold in prayer. What an honor it is to hold others in prayer. I'm grateful for this sacred trust and use it to see beyond appearances, knowing they are temporary conditions. I focus on the unchangeable truth that each one for whom I pray is a divine being, a living expression of God. As I pray for others, I envision divine peace, calming thoughts, and strengthening faith. I see healing leading to the realization of wholeness. I pray divine love and wisdom create harmony in relationships, guiding every decision. I affirm divine order is established in every area of life. I claim for them the zeal to complete everything that needs to be done. I then give thanks, gratefulness, to bless others with the gift of prayer. Again, truly I tell you, if two of you agree on earth about anything you ask, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven. Matthew 18:19. And you can listen to any of our free podcasts having to do with prayer and many other wonderful subjects at unityonlineradio.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. And I loved what you said. When you send out a prayer, it comes back. You get to send it to yourself at the same time. How wonderful. You don't lose anything by praying for others. Unity of Calgary is part of a worldwide unity movement. And there is a vision that the worldwide vision that we have taken on for ourselves here at Unity of Calgary. Please affirm with me the Unity Worldwide Vision. We envision a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And how we do that here at Unity of Calgary is through our mission statement. The whole community got together one day and created this mission statement, defining how to achieve this vision of unity worldwide. Please affirm with me. We are a welcoming, vibrant, spiritual community that inspires hearts and transforms lives by expressing our divine essence. So if that is what you desire, know that you are in the right place. And now some upcoming announcements of what, yay! Thank you, Stefan. Next week, another picnic. The Path to Spiritual Understanding picnic. Bring your own lunch, a chair, and what you need to be comfortable. Same as the last picnic. As we enjoy stories from community members about how spiritual understanding has led to greater love and peace in their lives. It's so wonderful. We get to have live music outside. Last picnic, it was perfect weather, so let's all intend for this same perfect day next Sunday so that we can all join in love and appreciation for the summer, for each other, and for the wonderful music and the speakers that are going to be. There's going to be 5 different speakers all sharing their experience of unity and how it's impacted their lives. So I'm really looking forward to it. We also have coffee chats in the park. They did them last year and it was a wonderful experience, and they're repeating it this year in North Glenmore Park. All you have to do, it's every Monday at 1 o'clock. And you simply head south on Crowchild and go straight right over Glenmore. Keep going straight and it'll lead you directly into the park. The road curls to the right and you just park in the first parking lot on the right and look for beautiful smiling faces and come and have a chat. Every Monday at 1 p.m. And of course, most of you know where to find us, and if you don't, well, there's many ways. There's our website, Facebook community group, YouTube, Instagram. But the best way to know what's happening here at Unity is through the newsletter. Most of you have already signed up for the newsletter, but if you haven't, I recommend it. They send out a newsletter once a week in your email, and it tells you all the events that are happening and what's coming up in the future. And it's a great way to stay connected to the community. And Danelle Pacey has done a beautiful job. Yes. Of creating a wonderful newsletter with some inspiring little quotes, and just has a wonderful flow to it. So thank you, Danelle, for all that you do for Unity. And now, more live music from Unity and the Unity Band. Let's please welcome Anthony and the band to sing 99 Steps.
One day at a time. No matter how deep the pain inside, one day at a time, one step at a time. No matter how high the mountain I climb, one step at a time. I take one step to you. You take 99 steps to me. It's never been as hard as I thought it would be, 'cause you take 99 steps to me. 99 steps to me. One prayer at a time. No matter how narrow the way I find, one prayer at a time. One yes at a time. No matter how wide the hurt inside, one yes at a time. I take one step to you, 99 steps to me. It's never been as hard as I thought it would be, 'cause you take 99 steps to me. 99 steps to me. And everybody knows it's impossible to know what's coming, like we know what came before. We're blindsided by surprise till we finally realize that it's you, not us, who's really in control. One voice inside. No matter how loud the noise in my mind, one voice inside. One path to peace. No matter how cool
No,
the world
I just
may be,
passed everything.
one path to peace. Take one step to you. Take 99 steps to us. Oh, it's never been as hard
Haven't developed
as we
updated.
thought it was. 'Cause you take 99 steps to us. You take 99 steps to us. I take one step to you. You take 99 steps to me. 99 steps to me.
Thank you, Anthony. And that is an Anthony original, a beautiful song that is going out into the world. There's a woman that's recorded it, and apparently it's a big hit in Japan. So, and Germany. All right. His music is going around the globe, and I know I can certainly understand why. I love that song. And now our speaker for the day. This lady has been a member of the leadership team and the SLT team here at Unity of Calgary for 9 years. She's one of the bedrocks of this community. She helped to rebuild at a very difficult time and brought the Unity back from the precipice of going nowhere and created this helped to create this beautiful community, along with many others, of course. She is for the past 28 years, has been a massage therapist, a registered massage therapist who specializes in intuitive cranial-sacral therapy. She's an inspirational speaker, a teacher, and also a certified facilitator of the DiMartini method. I've known her for the many years that I've been here, and I've seen her grow and become the leader that she was always meant to be. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I've noticed about her is how she's leading herself now. I see her stepping into her own power, finding out the truth of who she is and what's important to her, and stepping into that. And it's a beautiful thing. And I would now like to introduce Katie Grinham as our speaker for the day. The power of spiritual understanding. Katie Grinham.
All right, am I on? Okay. I just have to tip this down because it feels like I'm kind of on an airplane there, which is slightly unnerving. Good morning, everyone. Oh, it is always my joy to get to spend time with our spiritual community and everyone here in person. And of course, those of you at home as we continue to move forward in our community, in our lives with all the changes that are happening. And I was thinking about, Worldwide Unity picks the themes of each month like years in advance, like a couple of years in advance. And this month's theme is actually, with spiritual understanding, I know everything is unfolding for my highest good. Now, isn't that what we need to know right now? But, it was picked like 2 years ago. So I always love the synchronicity of that. And so really, it's all based on the faculty of understanding. And I believe that Reverend Doug spoke last week about this. I wasn't here, but he spoke about the fact that with understanding, we can spend time kind of living our lives from that place of spiritual guidance, where we feel like we're moving down the spiritual path, or we can kind of be on that place where you're just in experience and kind of, things are going and not going and what's happening. And to me, I thought, really we spend time in both all the time. And so I kind of had this image the other night where when I was thinking about this is, you go to walk down the spiritual path and you think, okay, I got this, right? And so you're kind of in the spiritual guidance and it's going okay. And then you're kind of having moments of experience. And so to me, it was kind of like hippity hopping, right? It's like, okay, I'm all clear and now I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, but now I know what I'm doing. You kind of go back and forth. And you kind of flow through those feelings of being centered and calm into upset. And if you're lucky, you stay on the path. And if you aren't, you kind of tumble off and fall into the prickle bush, right? And we all fall into the prickle bush at some point, because really the prickle bush is anything that is kind of our nemesis, right? Our kryptonite. Don't we all have that? We think, okay, I'm good, I'm going along, and then something happens in our lives and we're like, right? In the bushes, in the prickles. And it can be big or small things, whatever it is that we hold as a charge, as an emotional charge, right? And the big things we're aware of, but sometimes they can be little things. So I want to talk a bit about my own experience this week, because anybody knows that if you set an intention, things start unfolding about that. You sign up for a course, and the course begins before you get there. Well, the same thing happens when you decide to do a talk. It starts happening. So the talk, as you can see, is with spiritual understanding, I know everything is happening for my highest good. So I head out to Kelowna to spend time with my son for his birthday. And I'm all excited because I actually haven't been with him for 4 years. I don't know how that all happened, but I hadn't been with him for that length of time on his birthday. And I thought, well, I'd like to do something special for his birthday. But he didn't say what he wanted or anything. And I thought, I know, I'll make him a cake. I'll make him a carrot cake because that was his favorite from his childhood. And I had this really cool pan. It was of a guitar, shape of a guitar. And I thought, well, that's cool. I used to make him trains. Well, that was when he was little, right? So I'll make a guitar cake. So, okay, all right. But I'm going to be staying at a friend's house. And I think, no problem. So I'm measuring out everything and putting it in little Tupperware containers. I'm going to take it all with me and the pan. And then I get there and I've got to buy the eggs and the cream and everything because that's fresh. And it's like, no problem, I got this. So I get up on the morning of his birthday and I think, well, I'll make the cake. So I make the cake and realize it takes 1 hour to cook. I'm like, okay, gonna cut me tight. I make the icing and I think, I don't have time to ice it because it won't be cool. No problem. I will spend some time with him. I'll take him to breakfast. We'll have a nice time. Then I'll come back. I'll ice the cake. And then just before he goes out in the evening with his friends, I'll appear at the door with his cake. It'll be great, right? So that's the plan. So anyway, the first part of the plan goes well. We eat, we come home, and I make the cake, and I'm putting cream cheese icing on it, and I've got some decorations to make it look like a guitar. I've got some candies that I put on it and string licorice to put on it, and I'm thinking, wow, this looks really good. And I had to put it on a piece of cardboard, right, because no pan is big enough. And now I've got to go only about 7 blocks. So I think, you know what? I'm not going to wrap this up because it's too hot, right? Yeah, you can see where this is going, right? It's too hot, like it's 31, and it's cream cheese icing, right? So I think, no, I'm not going to do this. I don't think I could get in the cooler. No problem. I put it in the back seat. I set it on top of the cooler, right? I get in. I'm only going 6, 7 blocks. I pull out. I'm in a kind of a place, a trailer park. I come up. I go up, driving very slowly. I have a cake in the back, and I hit the speed bump. And kersplat, right? And I'm just sitting in the car, and I've got my hands on the wheel, and I think, now that was not for my highest good. That was the first thought that popped into my head. That was the first thing is that, well, that was not for my highest good, right? And I was like, oh, man. I get out of the car. I go around. I open up the back thing, and the whole thing is like upside down on the floor, right? Cream cheese. So I think, okay, some parts are not touching, the floor, the ground. So I kind of grab the cake and try and turn it upside. This is not good. I have cream cheese everywhere. And, of course, they're waiting for me to bring the cake. So I have to send a message to his girlfriend, disaster has struck, no cake coming. Anyway, so it was a very interesting moment, right? And my response was what was quite interesting for me in that I didn't get angry. I didn't get sad. I was just kind of disconnected. I was just like, I was flatlined. I had no kind of feeling about it at all. And I thought, well, that's weird. And I went and I watered the flowers, and I met with a friend later that night. And the next day, I was sitting on the beach, and I was thinking about this reaction I had, how I was completely disconnected from it. And what I realized is I was most upset about with myself was that I was reckless. That was the word I used. I was so reckless. And I was really on my case about how I was reckless and I ruined this. And it took me to a time in my childhood when I was about 12, and I was supposed to be going to a bowling competition. Yes, I was a bowler. To a bowling competition, and I couldn't sleep, and I was restless, and I was anxious, and my sister was playing music, and it was kind of bugging me, and I got up, and my father was there, and I said something about, well, I can't sleep because my sister's making all this noise. And, kind of a kid complaining about another sibling. Well, what I didn't realize was how my father was going to react. In that moment, he went, my sister came out of the room, he grabbed her, he threw her against the wall, he struck her, and it was just horrifying because I felt so bad, right? I never meant for her to get hurt, and I was just being a bit reckless with my thoughts, right? And it was just traumatic, right? And so, of course, I didn't know what to do, and I couldn't fix it, and I just split off. And that was that familiar feeling, that when something like that happens. And, and then the next day I went to go to the bowling thing. I couldn't do that, of course. I was all complete thing. And when I came home, my sister had run away. And it wasn't, of course, just that instant. But that's how it played out. So I sat and replayed that situation in my mind. And so I used spiritual understanding to look at the big picture, right? Realizing that, I did not have control over my father, how he perceived that situation. He could have said, don't blame everything on your sister, or he could have gone to her and said something like, turn your music down, or numerous things. But instead, he had an outburst of his rage. And so I began to unpack it and look at it from an adult's point of view rather than the wounded child. And that brought me some realization, and it made me also realize that when things often go wrong in my life, when I've been working towards something, I will just withdraw and I won't try again. And so it was a moment of realizing, well, I could try again. Like a friend of mine said, well, why don't you just make another cake? Well, that never entered my mind because that's not what my history had been. So I saw that how spiritual understanding something from a spiritual point of view can bring healing. And I know many of you look at things in your life this way as well and have been healing about that. So that was certainly my understanding of spiritual healing. And as I went to do a bit of research on this topic, I went to look at Emily Cady, who is, at the turn of the century, a homeopathic physician who treated her patients both medically and spiritually. And she wrote the book, Lessons in Truth. And many of us studied that. And in that book, she talked about what spiritual understanding was. And I thought, well, great, I'll have a look at it. And here is what she said. She does not agree. She says, what is this understanding on the getting of which depends so much? Is it intellectual lore? Oh, by the way, this was written 100 years ago, or over 100 years ago, so the language is that. Obtained from delving deep into the books of others men's making? Is it knowledge obtained by studying rocks, astronomy, human biology, geology? No. For did any of this such knowledge ever ensure life and health and peace, or ways of pleasantness and richness? Understanding is actually spiritual birth. It is a revelation within the heart of man. It is that revelation of the consciousness that the Christ is within, that God is within us, that we are part of it. And she goes on to say that until down in the depths of your being, you are conscious of your oneness with the Father, until you know within yourself that the springs of wisdom and health and joy is within your own being, ready at any moment to leap forth at the call of your need, you will not have spiritual understanding. So I was thinking, wow, all right then. So much for my definition of spiritual understanding. But, it's a process, because I realize, if I did have that depth of spiritual understanding, I would be what the Buddhists call awakened. I would be an awakened being, and I would have no fear and no doubt. But I would still be a human being. And can't remember who wrote this quote, but basically saying, it's not that the masters don't have moments of doubt and fear. It's how quickly they can come back to that centered wholeness and the truth of who they are. So I think that that's what it's about for us, is to strengthen our spiritual understanding of things. And part of that is knowing that whatever is happening is for our highest good. So I started to think about that. What does it mean for our highest good? And I don't know about you, but I had gotten kind of into the habit of thinking, if something was for my highest good, it would be in the flow, right? It would be working out. Okay, this is for my highest good because, the timing of it's working, and I'm feeling centered about it and good, and such wants to do it with me, and it's all lining up, right? And so if it's all lining up, it must be for my highest good. I see a few nodding here. You know what that really means. Well, that's a lovely definition, but is it really true? Because we grow the most at the border of order and chaos when we're challenged. So the things that challenge us, we have to step up and work through, or we get taken down. And then when we're down, we have to decide how long we're going to stay there. So it's always this ongoing process of growing and changing. Now, I just went and now I'm back. Right now, we're in a lot of change. And it is easy to look around and see this pandemic and say, is this for my highest good? Is any of this for our highest good? The restrictions, the things we can't do. Some of us are struggling financially. Other people have actually had the illness. Wow, is this for our highest good? It's very hard to see sometimes, even when things result into a loss, maybe even a death. How is that for our highest good? And it's certainly extremely challenging for the human part of us. And we don't want to minimize that. We need to take time to care for our humanness, to work through our emotions, our feelings. But at some point, if you are a student of the spiritual path, if you're on the spiritual path, there's this place where you have to look deeper. What is this really about? And is this, or could this be actually for my highest good? Is it possible that the upsets that I have with my family or this car accident could be for my highest good? Well, I think if we step back and we look at the soul, the personality, of course, would love things to just work out easy, right? But the soul is here to grow and expand and learn. And the only way we can do that is by getting that bit of sand inside the shell to make the pearl. So how do we manage that? How do we work with that and see it that way? Well, the soul is resolving things from many lifetimes, because we've all been everything. Not only are we one, we'll often say we are one. Well, we're one, that means we're part of the whole. And so in lifetimes, we've probably been a lot of things. The liar, the cheater, the oppressor, the oppressed, the poor, the lost, the guided. We've been it all. So how does that all work together? And it's part of that expansion that we see there's actually a divine order. Because our world is in duality, is it not? We have day and night. winter, spring. We see that divine order a lot in nature. You ever watched one of those nature documentaries? And it depends on the perspective that the photographer is taking in the story, right? So if it's telling the story from the point of the antelope, right, going along, and the antelope has little babies and everything, when the lion comes, you're like, right? This is horrible. And the lion jumps on it and kills the antelope, and you're like, oh man, turn the channel, right? But if you're watching it from the point of view of the lioness, who's exhausted, who's been looking for food for days and days, and her little babies are whining in their den and they have no food and she's got to get food, then when the antelope goes down, you think, well, at least the babies are going to eat, right? So it's easier to see in that than our world. But we have divine order here as well. And it's not easy for us to see because of our humanness. When you look at the galaxy, more and more research is being done. And everything that's amazing to me about the cosmos and the galaxy is it's incredibly ordered. Everything is ordered. So I got to thinking, well, if everything in the galaxy, the universe, and everything is ordered, would it make sense that our existence, our human existence, is the exception? Probably not. Probably not. There's probably the order here. It's just that we struggle with it, right? As we kind of lop around from, understanding, not understanding, being on the path, not being on the path. So it comes back to really what Emily Cady said, is it's that deep knowing in ourselves that we are precious creations and expressions of love and light and the divine. And there's everything within that. And we have to embrace all of that about ourselves and to somehow live from that place. And so that's part of what we do here at Unity, is we spend our time striving to take ourselves to that deep place where we can finally be still enough and quiet enough to hear the voice and have a deep knowing of our spiritual essence, who we really are inside. Now, I don't know about you, but I've had moments and glimpses of that. And I think, and then the next day, into the prickle bush, right? So I think it's an ongoing path. And that's what we can do with each other. We can be together and support each other in learning that and reminding each other of that. So, until I have that deep, unwavering spiritual understanding that Emily Cady talks about, I'm probably going to just keep hippity-hopping. It's just pretty much how it's going to go. And I just love to hippity-hop with all of you as well, so that we can learn and grow together. And we'll have times when we're in touch with things being for our highest good and times that we don't. And what if that's okay? What if that's part of our experience? So what I'd like to do now is actually go into our meditation, and we're going to do it a little bit different this morning. We're going to actually invite you to get comfortable and get ready to go into meditation. But what we're going to do is listen to the words of a Karen Drucker song. The song is actually called The Morning Prayer and is called I Will Surrender. And I think you'll relate to the words. So this time, rather than singing it, what we're going to do is just close your eyes, allow yourself to really deeply listen to the words, and then I'll take us into a bit of a meditation. And then to come out, we'll have the first couple of verses of the song come up on the screen, and we'll sing that together. Okay? All righty. will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let Spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release every fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. And I will surrender every moment, every day. And now taking a deep breath in and slowly out, as you let the words of that song wash through you. And just surrendering in, just allowing this moment to be a time that you can let go. Kind of melting down into your chairs and letting all concerns and worries melt down your body and into the earth. And then imagine that the love and the nurturing that grows everything here is coming up from the earth, that you could draw it up your feet, up your legs, and right to the base of your spine, letting it anchor you in. Anchor into the feeling and the knowing that you belong here. You are as precious as the trees and the flowers and the mountains and the birds and the animals. It is not random that you are here at this time in our evolution of our planet. You are a precious creation. And you are centered and strong in the love and the light that created you. Imagine now just drawing that right up to your heart and breathing in slowly as though you could breathe through your heart. Feeling that coming in and going out. I am all that's ever been and ever will be. I am. I settle into this, and from this place, I know that I am bigger than any problem that comes my way. I know that if I take the time to center in, I can move through any challenge. I can see the blessing of it and be forever changed. I can learn to appreciate and love what I even thought was challenging or maybe unfair or cruel. For that is the power of what created us. Breathe that in. Know there is nothing you have to do to become part of that. You are that. I am that. We are love. We are light. And we surrender now to our greatest, highest good. We know this to be so. And so it is. And I invite you now to open your eyes and join in singing this beautiful Karen Drucker morning prayer. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let Spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery.
bless the rain, I bless the joy, I bless the pain, I bless the friend, I bless the foe, I bless it all, 'cause I know that everything is a blessing, a blessing in my life. Everything is a blessing, even when it's in the sky. I bless the love that draws me near. I bless the thought that's born from fear. I bless the word that hurts me so. I bless it all and let it go. 'Cause it's a blessing, a blessing in my life. Oh yes, everything is a blessing. Oh, even when it's in the sky. 'Cause everything in life has a purpose in mind, and its purpose is to lead me home. Yes, all that comes my way is for my good and not against, and it's in my life to let me know. That everything is a blessing, a blessing in my life. Oh yes, everything is a when it's in the sky, even when it's in the sky, even when it's in the sky.
Another Anthony Burbridge original. Well played, Anthony and the Unity Band. And thank you, Katie, for a beautiful talk. It had a powerful message, losing the cake, and then thinking, not even entering the mind that, hey, I could bake another cake. What a simple concept, right? To make it right. But it didn't even enter her mind. Wow. That having the courage to step forward even in the midst of adversity is a powerful spiritual gift. And it comes with that spiritual understanding. And I see Katie doing that. She got up here, she had this intuitive pull to sing the meditation song today. I don't think that was easy for you, was it, Katie? It was not easy. And yet she did it. And did she not do an amazing job? Let's give her a hand. she did it because she had faith in her own spiritual understanding and trusted that intuitive push from within. And I thought it turned out beautifully, and it really added to the meditation. I just went directly into this soft. Your voice was so soft and gentle, and it allowed me to just sink right into the meditation. So thank you. And now we enter our time of conscious giving. Together, using our time, talents, and treasures, we create the wonderful spiritual community that sustains and inspires us. I would like to thank you all at the Unity community, all of you here and all of you watching on YouTube or Facebook, for all that you have given to Unity and all that you do give to Unity. Unity of Calgary is not anything without all of you. You create the community, you are the community, and there's so many people that give of their time, talents, and treasures, and I am deeply grateful. Thank you to all of you. Please place your donations in the donation basket at the back of the room, or you can donate by sending an e-transfer to donate at Unity of Calgary, or by going to the Unity website. Or you could even mail in your check. So take a moment to honor yourself for being part of this community and for creating this community. Pat yourself on the shoulder. Say thank you and feel that appreciation and that power of creation that you have given that allows this community to be what it is. And now we're going to sing our offering song, and then Cecil Wantner is going to come up and bless our offerings. So please, Anthony.
You're welcome to stand.
Everyone
sing
stand,
along.
yeah, sing along.
I'm gonna give with an open heart. Yeah, I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm grateful for this moment. I am grateful for my life. And I trust that a higher power will always be there to provide. That's why I give with an open heart. Yep, that's why I give with an open heart. Well, I place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. I let go of all my troubles and worries. A new abundance always comes my way, and that's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. Oh, I'm gonna give with an open heart. Yeah, I'm gonna give with an open heart.
Please join with me. Good. Divine love has me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you.
And now the blessing for the children. The children in our lives, the children in the world, and our own, our very own inner child. Please affirm with me. We love you, we bless you, And we appreciate you just the way you are. Now let's take a quiet moment to bring into our awareness anything that we want to surrender into prayer. There's a prayer box up front. You can write your own prayer request and put it in the box. You can send it to unityofcalgary.org or by emailing prayer@unityofcalgary.org. Or you can just imagine it. If there's anyone you have a prayer for, or any situation or event that's happening in the world that you would like to offer prayer to, do it now. Feel the love in your heart. Allow it to hold that prayer and then send it out into the world, and trust that Spirit will receive it and it will make a difference. Our prayers do make a difference. Your request is sent to our prayer team and to Silent Unity for 30 days of prayer. And if you need some support, a prayer for yourself perhaps, you can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And it's a 24-hour hotline, and you can talk to someone at Silent Unity, and they will pray with you. We also hold and love other Unity communities in Canada. And this month, we hold Unity Windsor and Unity Mississauga in our prayers. We see them having the love and support they need to continue cultivating the consciousness and bringing the message of unity across our country. And we have a prayer that we share each week, and I ask you to affirm it out loud with me right now. Our prayer of protection. The light that is God surrounds me. I am the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am the love. The power that is God protects me. I am the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen. And so it is. And now more live music from Anthony and the band. Woohoo!
So before we start the next song, so I just want to say hello in YouTube and Facebook land. So I'll say everybody's names, and then we can all give them a cheer. So hello to Verna, Lorraine, hi Lorraine, Chris, Wayne, Adele. There's a lot of people at home today. Joanne, Norman, Susanna, and Rhonda. Thank you for being with us. Let's give them a hand. All right. Whether you're at home or you're here, you're welcome to sing along with this one. You're welcome to stand up and... I can see laughter or I can see tears. I see a choice, love or fear. What do you choose? I can see peace or I can see war. I can see sunshine or I can see a storm. What do you choose? I choose to love with freedom flying. My heart where the light keeps shining. I choose to feel the whole world crying. The strength that we can rise above. I choose love. I choose love. sharing, or I can see greed. I can see caring, or poverty. What do you choose? I can see garden, or I can see ball. I can see life or death coming on strong. What do you choose? I choose to love with freedom flying. My heart where the light keeps shining. I choose to feel the whole world crying. The strength that we can rise above. I choose love. I choose love. I see us healing, the darkness dying. I see us dawning as one world united. What do you choose? Love or fear? Oh, we choose. I choose to love with freedom flying. My heart where the light keeps shining. I choose to feel the whole world crying. I choose to feel the one voice rising. I choose to feel us all united. The strength that we can rise above. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. Love, 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 love. I choose love. I choose love.
Woohoo! Thank you, Unity Band. A fun song, yes? Are you choosing love today? Yes. Just before we close, I'd just like to make a quick announcement that our very own mentor minister, Vicki Vanderhorst, is going to be speaking here in just 2 short weeks. Yoo-hoo! Looking forward to having her come and share her wisdom with us. And now, if you'll all stand up, please, make a circle around the outer edges of the room, and we will sing our closing song for today. Let there be peace on earth.
The peace that was meant to be. God as creator, family all are we. Let's walk with each other in perfect harmony. With me, let this the moment now. Every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To breathe each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week. And stick around. Have some conversations that matter with people who care. Bye for
I
now.
see laughter, or I can see tears. I see a choice, love or fear. see war. I can see sunshine, or I can see a storm. What do you choose? I choose to love with freedom flying, with my heart where the light keeps shining. I choose to feel the whole world crying, for the strength that we can rise above. I choose love. See sharing, or I can see greed. I can see caring, poverty. What do you choose? I can see gardens, or I can see malls. I can see life or death coming on strong. What do you choose? I choose to love with freedom flying, my heart where the light keeps shining. I choose to feel the whole world crying, for the strength that we can rise above. I choose love. I choose love. I see us healing, the darkness dying. I see us dawning as one world united. What do you choose? Love or fear? Oh, we choose. I choose to love with freedom flying, my heart where the light keeps shining. I choose to feel the whole world crying. I choose to feel the one voice rising. I choose to feel us all uniting, the strength we can rise above. I choose love. I choose love. Choose love. Love. I choose love. Good night, Cleveland.